I think one day fan out there will take you to Jamaica. On a VIP ticket.
Now
and take you to the VIP places in Jamaica.
Somebody wants to offer you a trip to Teso again.
I take
taking me to Jamaica.
Now Jamaica is like Teso for you.
Teso for me.
But by the way, Jamaica, Ditacha went to Jamaica.
When did he go to Jamaica?
That's how he knows Senton Ochi.
Please, you guys, I can't
landing
Google
Manili International Airport. There are some deep villages that you can know, like somebody talking about this and say Brooks Corner or Chapa. So you cannot Google map cannot show you Ochapa.
Yeah, he knows the capital, Kingston, Jamaica. But let me tell you how let me tell you how
in Jamaica.
Let me tell you how he went. So he it was one beautiful evening on an island. Have you watched Ditacha's Deep Talk?
No, I haven't.
You need to watch. Then you will relate with the stories.
You will relate.
So
you went to Ochaya. Okay.
That's
someone's name, by the way.
And then there is something that they put in a paper, and when you put it in the mouth and inhale, it brings smoke.
Okay.
Yeah, Sinsemania.
That's how
vibrations. So he closed his eyes, went on a plane, Jamaica.
Okay, yeah, the closed his eyes part. Now it's a true story.
Great.
Yeah,
then you went to Otaya.
That's how people don't believe that.
So you were in the
Jesus
villages of Jamaica, and
people
you hear bragging.
Still believe Jesus did go to heaven because they believe, how can you fly? Like you have wings. So I don't know.
The Red Seat. Mid-morning to Kone.
Welcome to the Red Seat.
Sawamukaga to
I'm
1
with
p.m.
Chacha and Pamela Isamada. We have a story on Nakoradido that I want you to be a part of. At what is this hours in Okonotim Sam, Notim Sam, Monoti Bidi, and Monoti Bidi now at Rabaku TV, Galaxy TV. You can be this discussion. If you're watching this show on YouTube, Karibu Sana. The story that you know Nakoradido is from a young gentleman called Simon.
Okay.
Simon.
Yeah. When you say young gentleman, how old?
Young gentleman, yeah. Now listen to the story. Simon.
When you say young gentleman, how old?
Listen to the story.
Because
the story njagala Simon. Thank you. Now Simon is dating Stella.
Okay.
It was love at first sight to university. Chambogo. They moved in together last year. Tebaina mwana. Simon aina movie library.
Yeah.
Stella works in a boutique.
Okay.
Community price. Last month, the month of April, Simon met a one Marjorie, a woman called Marjorie, who is 5 years older than him.
Only.
Are you with me?
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, we're with you. But you're not giving us his age.
Listen,
how old
open
is
your
Simon
soul,
here?
Open your mind. Pamela, open.
Recently,
so it must be like 20 years. Oh, okay, yeah, 28.
Marjorie is 5 years older than Simon.
So she's like 33 there.
So Marjorie was in a marriage. But Navayo Mbufumbo, because the husband married another woman. She could not handle being a number 2. So
or being a number 1 with another one.
Nava Mbufumbo. But she has her life figured out. She has a chain of businesses.
So Marjorie,
yes.
Marjorie has kids.
Walk with me, Mpola.
That's why
I said close your eyes and walk with me. Yeah.
All right.
She has a chain of businesses. Omori Aina supermarket. There's a pharmacy. There are 3 washing bays and a car restaurant, which are bringing her. She has 1 baby girl.
Okay.
We're gonna withhold the name because it's a minor.
Yeah.
I name Yakena. 4 years old now. Now, she is so much interested in Simon. Because Simon, I know work ethic, Jayetaga. Simon, Amutegera. She loves the physique of the guy, definitely, and the principles. Now, this week on Monday,
yeah.
On Monday, Simon and Marjorie joined each other.
Okay. It officially happened.
They had copulation.
Yeah.
They had twa.
Yeah.
We
have
you've understood. On Monday, Simon cheated on Stella. Now,
so Stella knew.
No, Pam.
No, when Simon cheated on Stella on Monday,
she does not yet know.
Oh,
she does not yet know.
All right.
The reason why Simon cheated Marjorie yamutekako embeera like sinti bamukaka bukasi, but you know embeera things you've always wanted, and this woman is just doing them. She's not questioning, she's not like, for the time they have been together, ebbanga Simon yamanyidde Marjorie yakamuwa sente. These are Simon's words. Money is amounting up to like 12 million Ugandan shillings. Simon sente ze yakakwata for just
okuva ku Majolina.
Thank you.
What period are you talking about? How long have they known?
A month.
A month.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, listen. Marjorie knows about Stella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also knows that there's no child between Simon and Stella. So she wants Simon, Marjorie wants Simon to leave Stella. She wants him to leave and move in with her. Either jatandika okubeera naye in one of her houses or bamupangisize, because wetwogerera Simon ali mu kisenge ddiiro nani
ne
Stella marries.
So he feels like this could easily get out of control because he doesn't know how the story is going to end. Tamanyi oba Marjorie agenda baawo naye ebintu byonna byandyagadde okubeera nabyo mu bulamu. Marjorie abirabako yabirowozezzaako mu mwezi gumu yakakwatako milikwezi 12. His question is, how does he handle this situation? Does he let Stella go and be with Marjorie? Does he play the both of them? Because Marjorie knows Stella, but Stella does not know who.
Marjorie knows Stella, and Marjorie wants him to drop Stella and then settle with him.
Because Stella
doesn't know.
Stella does not know Marjorie.
Simon is in love with Stella.
Sorry?
And means Simon is in love with Stella.
It was at love at first sight.
Yeah.
And according to how I've explained this to you, they've been together.
Yes, which means he still loves Stella.
They met at Chambogo and they're staying now together. They've been staying together for 1 year. So he's in between a rock and a hard place.
Which means he loves Stella. He's in love with Stella, but he's with Marjorie.
Now we are drawing conclusions.
No, I'm trying to see the story the way it is.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to I'm not drawing conclusions, but I'm just trying to assess it the way you've given us and how I see it. How I see it is this Simon loves Stella. Because if it was that easy, if he was in love with Marjorie, it would be easy for him maybe to drop Stella.
If he was in love with Stella, would he have bedded Marjorie?
Yeah,
because you can bed, you can bed a chick, but you don't love her. But when you're now contemplating as a man on whether to leave the other one for this one, which means that you still love the other one.
Yes.
And then this one is because of what she has to offer you. And maybe her
he's
character.
Also putting your love at the same time. Yeah.
He's torn between love and then.
Do you know someone can provide for you and you fall in love with them?
Yes, somebody provides. And
there are so many women who are with men that are not physically, appealing to them. Yes,
but because
of the provision.
Provided.
Pamela, they give you a Range Rover here, you fall in love whether you want or not.
You guys.
Yes.
Let's not, because love is an emotion. And then because I can stay with someone just because they provide for me, but I don't love them. The actual feelings, the feelings of touch, of wanting, of longing are for somebody else.
So you be there for 30 years, have children, and you don't love them. We don't mind.
Yes, there's women like that.
Yes.
So let's look at Simon's situation. How does he handle this? Yes.
And for us outside here, we believe you love them because we see with them, you've seen you with them.
You've even produced children.
Daddy will come back. You have children for them.
No, it is not obvious.
You get their name when you die. They bury you there.
You guys, there are men who are in marriages and they are with their women out of respect. They are with their women because of respect for them, their children, their families. So the two families that combine together.
So who do the woman love?
He will say, I have my chick there. And we've had these theories. I don't know whether it's true, that a man will always love another woman outside, even more than he loves the woman.
Yes, what we are saying. Then what will the woman do?
The woman.
So woman will also have somebody she loves, and how will
now for you're now jumping into different things. I am just saying that this woman if she still loves the man, she will stay in that marriage the way it is and work with it for the way it is with the children and live in it, knowing that, this man probably doesn't love me the way he used to love me.
Ati tudde ku nsonga ya Simon. Nditata obeera Simon.
Bulanda esooka.
Bulanda.
Be bakazi era. Tokola era kyali wange.
Yes.
Era esooka ye pikini okulowooza mbu banyongeddeko omukazi singa banyongeddeko omukazi omulala endele miggo. You're jumping from
frying pan to
fire. You're skipping urine to step into poo-poo, which is more dangerous than AIDS and Ebola combined. So kakati omusajja singa akolawo ebintu ebirala, maybe he has married and is beginning to do weird things. He doesn't want me to stay in the house. He becomes violent there. I will listen.
Yeah.
But if he has married and things are moving on normally, the man is saying I have another woman there, and you're saying I'm going out not to be number one with another number one. You can never be number one minus others. You're always number one because there are others, and you're still now you're number one. Because without any competition, without anybody, you will never be number one. You will be number zero, maybe like Little Joe. So, Bulanda bw'amala ogikola, then ono omulenzi naye just know nti oyo omukazi abuukabuuka. Obufumbo buli obwasooka bwamulema ku nsonga ennaffe ennyo. Kitegeeza nti naawe ali mu kuwamu amagye wano agenda kwata abakazi, they are not good providers. Kati kyembulira bakyali by the way. Obukulu buno magezi I'm 30 years I'm 30
yes.
Naye ndabye ebintu bingi omukazi tasobola providing for long. Abakazi they are weak providers, they are bombo clad providers. A providing emyezi 2-3 conditions zaabwe ziri harsh. Abakazi omutima omukono gwabwe teguli blessed the hand that giveth, their hand is stingy. Kati bino byonna biwa just because she wants something, she wants some knack, she wants to snatch somebody's man. Kati araba she can do it forever, but naturally she will not provide for you. So bw'ogenda a man going in for a woman for provision, onyizeka kyamutulina bakyali bafaina bakazi abagagga. Naye kyali wange mukunyumisa bulijjo namusanga mu garage jjukira fabe motoka enkadde tulina association yaffe old cars students association namusanga mu garage ng'emmotoka yesirande mu garage okumala bw'emyezi bakati mugani mwana kipiki nikyo lina ekigaggalijja bwe kityo
ogamba gundi oli gwe mutegedde
sekamatendeko ono wajjinja tomumanyi
bamuyita Chamuli
ebindekere naawe Shakulu Cham. You have a very wicked bombo clad rich woman. Lwaki oli mu garage naffe obonaabona for 2 months yokka agalaga mwana manyiri ndekere. So women are not good providers. Era bino wewerima n'otumino n'otukumino bintu ogize ojja natusasulira bubi. Sigana sitera wo wuyo wasomako paka Kyambogo tolinga bano emisomo gyalema ba Solomoni tandika kola yiya ngeri gy'okola na pikiniwo ono majjoli n'abuukabuuka.
But you see, the reason in the church, it's true women are not provided because that's not our role.
It's not their nature. You can't bank on it.
No, and the reason why a woman's provision is seen the way the church is saying is because a woman would only provide for you for as much as she wants to set a platform for you. She wants to see your potential. Not even. No, I'm saying that for a woman providing for a man, why she will give up so easily is because she's seeing
but
you're not
depends.
A futuristic kind of guy.
It also depends on who you are providing for. You see, there are so many businesses we see out here that have been started by women.
Yes.
But then
the man
flourishes it, puts
that's
it on another level.
A poor man.
Capital ngayava pikini. Capital ngaliwa pikini. Omusajja nayingira business, he opens up. Kuwe wanonganya off air because I really don't want to compromise. Where the first capital was provided for by a woman, but also for that business to grow. Musajja ino kubanga inamu amagezi
obanga yajjamu n'akasente.
Thank you, but you're the one who is always telling us that omukyala leta million bokumi because I'm the man controlling it. So that's what happened. But yes, I'm still hearing.
Yeah, I'm saying. Women will get tired with the idea of just only giving a man, especially a more mature woman.
Yes.
They want to show you the way. Like maybe she has her money, she comes and gives you and says, honey. Or she says, I have this business. Like she wants that kind of lead role from a man. Then she'll get tired.
Okay, I don't want to approach this situation from only a negative point of view. What if this is Simon's opportunity to change his life.
To become rich.
To become rich, change his life and the life of his children, the clan, and everything.
You see, we are not 100% saying that there are no women out there. Women, we're talking about women, not girls, who know what they want. Yeah? Maybe she has learned. We don't know exactly what she went through in the other marriage. Much as she left because the man had found another woman, and that's what she's saying, selling to the man. Of course, we women know that we cannot tell you everything. But by the time I have chosen to leave, it's probably really bad from where I've left. And I've decided I am better off on my own. So because she sold that idea to the man doesn't mean that that's exactly what she went through and it's superficial as Itacha is saying it. That said, there are women who can actually love a man and provide for them, and they can actually last with a man who is much younger than them. But it all depends on the character. Yes, there are very few.
Depending on the character.
The character of this Marjorie. Because Marjorie now is in a desperate situation. She has met this guy who meets her standard because she's a bit older. She's looking for a high-value man. That kind of man going to be her man.
I want to
you guys have not let me finish.
Please finish. Then I ask my question. Please.
So she's there are two things that are either happening to her. Either she knows what she wants, which is very impossible within a month's time, or she is just desperate for the kind of attention she's missing from the marriage she has come from or from a man, that she's now rushing to provide for this man. Secondly, she's showing a character of selfishness, which means if you're going to stay with this woman 3-4 months, 1 year down the road, you're going to see a bossy kind of woman. A woman who is like alpha, because she's the one now who is making the decisions. She's telling you, leave this one. That should be the man's decision to make. And I choose you. She's telling you, I am giving you this money. She's telling you, I want to rent for you here, which means she's taking the dominant role. So Simon should watch out that within a few months' time, if he has dropped Stella, who is submissive and who knows where they've come from and they're building together, that this woman is going to take the dominant role and he's going to have to submit to some of her demands. Always.
What if it's not the case? I'm just saying what if. I'm leaving
There's
this
also that
open
scenario.
there. Yeah. To put it in the way, we're going to take a quick break. Embedded wait. Simon abadde ne Stella okumala omwaka gumu besanga Kyambogo alina music library. Stella akola mu boutique ku mini price. Simon yasanga Marjorie bakamala omwezi mulamba nga beeraba last Monday of this week. Begatta. Kalipa. Marjorie atandise omuterawo embeera. Amugamba vaayo ewa Stella oyo mwana atakwongerako talina kiddako jangu nze nkuwe ennyumba obeere mu nyumba yange oba nkupangisize. Simon ali mu kisenge ddiiro ne Stella. Marjorie ayagala kyusa bulamu bwe. Marjorie yali mufumbo bawe nayongerako omukazi owokubiri n'atema. Alina akatooto kamu kalina emyaka 4. Simon ali confused. Alekewo Stella ayitemu agende ne Marjorie gwabadde naye omwezi mulamba. Marjorie ebbanga lye babadde bonna ye ne Simon omwezi gumu yakamu obumiri kwezi 10
abagale bombi
12 awo wetugenda okubuliza 0707102102
zina abawi b'omusolo nsaleesalewo okusasula omusolo asembedde. Sasula omusolo gugerekeddwa ng'ennaku z'omwezi 3 Juni 2025 terunnatuuka. Weewale okuweebwa engassi n'ebibonerezo ebirala ng'osasula mu budde. Tolwawo kikoleko kati kubira URA ku ssimu etali ya kusasulira noti 800-277-00 oba ku WhatsApp noti 772-40000.
waliwo ebuuzizaako engeri y'okulakulanya mu bizinensi yo naye nga tomanyi wakutandikira. Okimanyi tuyinza okuba otuuse ku buwanguzi. Weesabire looni okuva mu Numida ne bakugonnomolako miliyoni za Uganda 10 bwendu. Tuli wamu nammwe abeeyiya nga bamakanika, ababotiiki, abalina ebintu bye mwekolera, aba woteeri, ate ng'okusasula kwangu nnyo. Okusasula okuva ku nnaku 15 paka ku nnaku 6. Okulakulanya bizinensi yo kati kyangu nnyo. Genda ku Play Store wakati onoonye Numida osabe looni yo okulakulane. Tukubire ku noti 8 M00 oba ku WhatsApp ku 0787564903 oba tukyalireko ku mutimbagano gwaffe ogwa www.numida.com. Numida kulaakulanya bizinensi yo.
Kampala jukira nti ekibuga ekiyonjo kitandika naawe. Kendeeza kasasiro gw'omansa era oddemu okozesa oyo asoboka asigadde mukolemu ebintu eby'omugaso. Ate gwe alina akacupa tomala gakasuula kawo olulamu obujja ng'okateeka we kanagibwa okutwalibwa okukolebwamu ekintu eky'omugaso olwo tukuume ekibuga kyaffe nga kimyansa. Obubaka buno bukutuusibwako ekitongole kya KCCA. Okumanya ebisingawo tukubire ku nooti 8 nooti 299 nooti.
KCCA ku lw'ekibuga ekiyonjo ddala.
Move it, papa, papaya, avocado, habo jelly. Eddenyu amawanga ag'enjawulo gakuŋŋaananga okwekungulira eddagala ly'emiti n'ebikoola, naye olwaliro abakugu b'ebizigo mu kampani ya Movit ebirungo byonna babigasse wamu, takyali kutawaana. Ebizigo bya Movit habo ne sabbuuni birungiddwamu ebirungo byonna okuva mu butonde obw'emiti n'ebikoola, okulongoosa ensusu zaffe, okugoba obuwere, okusiiyibwa, olususu ne lunyirira n'olabika bulungi.
Kati omwana asobola okukozesa Movit habo gel ne sabbuuni, aloe vera, ovacado oba papaya. Movit okwekakasa k'olunaku lwonna.
Business is a numbers game, so when growing your business is your #1 objective, at KCB Uganda, we've got a number of trade finance solutions. Whether you're looking for local or cross-border trade finance solutions, looking to increase visibility or manage risk, there are a number of trade finance products available. From bid bonds, performance guarantees, advanced payment guarantees, retention money guarantees to payment or supplier guarantees and standby letters of credit. From local purchase order financing, certificate discounting to post-import loans and commodity financing. Enjoy unsecured facilities, competitive rates and multiple repayment options. So, if you're in the agriculture, trade, manufacturing, construction, or energy sectors, with our trade finance solutions, growth is just a conversation away. To speak to any of our advisors, call or WhatsApp us on 0757 378 603 or email us on contactcenterug@ug.kcbbankgroup.com. KCB Bank Uganda, for people, for better.
100.2 Galaxy FM, Zina.
The Red Seat, mid-morning to Kone.
Welcome back. This hour is coming to you the kind compliments of Coca-Cola and Movit Chaliwange. Don't forget to share Coke and Chama Kuduka na oba supermarket ikuri kumpiwe funide ebizigo bya Movit. Simon aline stera mwaka gumu babera bonna kisengediro yafunye Marjorie last week on Monday. This week on Monday, I beg your pardon, they had Kalipa together. Simon yagala chusa timing. Marjorie yali mufumbo aina toto wa myaka ena aina sente. Aina mu boutique, aina mu kabotiki, pharmacy, restaurant ne ka supermarket. Yagambe Simon vayo ojota andiko kubera nange. Simon is in a dilemma. Galaxy, what do you think?
Good afternoon, Mr. Henrie. Come on, every time. The other I know because some people don't know the opportunity even when it's under their noses. Mukwano omukazi omanages omufunamu 12 millions mu span y'omwezi kwata mutwalize emyezi 3 na sente zeziwera ogende wekoleremu ekyamagezi because that woman is not going to settle down with you. Olaba omukazi akujja ku musajja omulala agenda abeera in the back of their mind nga always akimanyi nti naye osobola omulekawo olw'omukazi omulala. Ate in this case ogenda kulekawo ono olw'okubanga oli akuprovidinga sale. Era agenda sigalawo ng'akimanyi a relationship eriddumu namwe mutuleke nange yako byolyako kuyiga okufuula na toleka mukazi wogotobe naye lwa mukazi mulala gwomanyi nti temugenda akwakira out. Bala opportunity ofune byolyako ebirala obirekere Katonda.
Stella yana akitegeera ekyo. Galaxy.
Hey Galaxy, thanks for the show. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Tutondedde tukamba olaba Mr Henrie. Doing this guno mulembe omutebi temuli muwatifu. Let Simon expect anytime ngasazaho gena ne Marjorie. Let him expect questions like, what do you bring on the table? Bongamba ngani? Let him throw away his manhood if he is to go to that woman's place. So aberenga ali kucheyo. Let him not put away our girlfriend way. Aberenga ali kucheyo to build his life, to use that money wisely. to build himself. Yeah, such women need that kind.
Nayenga firimu yona eraga nti Stella Esawa yonna yewaako.
Sana kimu abwaka naye.
Abwaka.
Nze kyemmanyi ng'omusajja emizannyo gy'abakazi giri gizannyika era kati bw'aba abadde mugezi nnyo nga abasajja abayendayenda edda bano abatambulatambulidde mu bakazi ba Mr Henrie bano abasobola obbizannyazannyaawo na
ABCD no balansinga
kati beerawo no n'engeri gye njagala omujjako amajjaju kati Esther ali mu Trulava ate Trulava eyo naye oba ogitambalinga with emala nayo neyonooneka kyobulaba nga nze mbyonoona ku beginning nze gwolaba nagezola mu bintu bya laavu
obyonoona wano byakatandika
njagala n'embyonoona byakatandika n'obanga onjagala scientifically si bino byakula ate opuli onjagala nnyo ate bwenvaawo oyagala kufa nedda njagala n'onjagala scientifically ditaakyo nanyamba ki waliwakabadi talina agala nze kyobola nga bonna mbateeka musani naye nga ojja nnyo nsindikira nnyo message obutajja nga mbulutiikinga ng'omanya nti bambulutiikinga olumu so n'oba nga tojja kulaba bulutiiki olumu weekanga ennyo kati siteero ono singa obadde wamuteekamu embeera ey'ekimafiya nti amanyi nti waliwo ebibaawo wandibadde omulira kuno omuganja agira bwenti na bwenti na bwenti
nina art gonjagala omumaliriza
muli kutulava yamwe ya university ejjukira abana ba university ne high school enjawulo tewali.
The advantage Simon has is that Marjorie knows who Stella.
By the way, that's not an advantage.
No, it is a very good advantage. Very good.
Katolina kuhandling omu.
Because you only have a liability of one. Now imagine you had to play Marjorie and then play Stella. Marjorie knows Stella. So when you go home and you tell Marjorie don't call, she will know. She won't call.
No, you
if you
guys
tell
are
her
not
not available,
like this.
She will know.
Marjorie has met Simon.
Yes.
And Marjorie is seeing Simon as the real deal.
Yeah?
Because by the way, there's no woman who's going to inject in you 12 million in 1 month and she's looking at you for a joker.
Pamela.
No, I mean like she wants you.
Pamela.
She's not just looking at you as her boy toy. Because then that is why she's telling him, I want you to move in with me. So she's not joking about
but I have Stella.
She's being serious about it. Now this is where the disadvantage is.
Yes.
Because Stella has come a long way with Marjorie, with Simon. They know each other. Simon can't feign things as the way he can feign with Marjorie, because Marjorie knows the other chick. Which means if she tells Simon, move in with me, or I'm renting for you an apartment, and Simon is interested in the money. Let's say like the listeners are saying, for 2-3 months he wants to play along. It would be easier for Simon to lie, to Stella and say maybe I have gone to the village or I have gone somewhere, because Stella has known him for a long time. Marjorie has known him for a short time, but she knows everything about him. So if he wants to keep Stella and Marjorie, it's going to be hard, because if he brings up a lie and says, Marjorie, I am going to the village, she'll be like, are you going to be with Stella? Well, he would very much play Stella, while with Marjorie, who doesn't know he has Stella, because you tell Marjorie, Stella, I have a deal somewhere, and he would go for some time.
There are certain things that men need to understand and know ahead of time.
Yeah.
Never be with a woman you can't control.
Yeah.
Pamela, if I'm with you and I'm telling you I'm going somewhere, and your first instinct is, who, he,
no, it depends on the circumstances, Henry, we are talking about. Like in these circumstances, where she's telling the guy, leave Gundi. You get it?
Here's the thing.
And then you are trying to be strategic as Detacha.
Marjorie.
You're looking at these two women and you're saying, let me be strategic and play them. In that instance, I can tell.
Yeah. Competition. It will always be here. Much as how many men have approached you when they know your boyfriend? You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, they know how many women have approached us when they know the people that we are dating. Competition again, but how you manage and what you tolerate. I want to applaud Simon for being open to Marjorie. Namugamba ninayo chi, ninayo muntu wange. So which means Marjorie is putting on a shoe. She knows whether it's gonna fit or not. So she's entering a situation that she understands. Of course, I also know that if Simon chases Stella, it's gonna be a weakness in the eyes of Marjorie. Because Marjorie ajagamba onafuna ansingako chiba kitegeza nange ogenda kukola ki? Nange ogenda kungoba ogoba abantu, which means you're not solid. You understand?
No.
Yes.
Cholinamanya obukwakulizo bwokka ono omukyala bwaleeseewo bulaga nti ali mugenda yeefuna mpola because amuwadde nga ssente ng'amanyi already alina Stella. Sente z'amuwaddeko babega the 12 million. So she's now bringing in an idea at last ndoza yabadde ne target ye yabadde ne target nti bwempeza sente bwe zitwa mpeza banga bwe tinga namugamba nti aleka olinda bo baana asobola katogana muleko dem etsoka ne sente z'abapikini za bisirani abali baziridde ko bagenze nkubuulira mukama gwe kyali nze byankubulya byalali sente z'abapikini zo bagenda bagaba nedezo okukugula mbu omwagale za bisirani tolina kyozikolamu nze nakaziraba mbadde n'abakyala bakola mu airport bakola mbadde n'abakyala bali mu Denver in Colorado bansindikira sente
nga bakolayo ki
tezina kyezikola sente z'abakazi bazokirako ebigambo kati okuvuga emmotoka omukazi gyakuwadde olaba new traffic rules osobola ozifoloyinga nga tofoloyinze mateeka gali ku motoka y'amukazi gyakuwadde whom are you with? Who sat here?
Yeah, there are conditions.
Because I do queer conditions. For me to agree the motor, we don't mind.
Yeah.
In most cases, in Kusanga, my brother, I say, this is my brother, it's okay. This is my workmate, my guy, it's okay. Nayo mukazo kusanga ne workmate yo Pamela. Akola muchi.
I know, but I want to feel like it's a different generation. Even to be achuka moko. Okay, Marjorie is desperate. What advice do you give Marjorie?
Let her accept to be number 2 in marriage. Ata abadde agenda kunyumirwa. Abadde agamba bugambi Simon, how can you convince Stella so that we can be two? Wanze n'embeera eno biki abadde ajja kunyumirwa obulamu because afunye guy gwawulira mimi nabaleka guy ate olwa test nze ku big bambu ya
Simon ku Monday
n'atabuka nze big bambu n'atabuka kati ali mu kunyumirwa big bambu eyo okitegedde ndeke eringa yange guy oyo Simon alabika
tatwale
is mean
omwana yatugamba mu drone. I have Ditacha's story that I'm going to tell you off air. So Ditacha, gwengo musajja Simon, muwamagezi chiwobera nga gwe Simon in this situation. How do you handle it?
Asigale ne stay away. Nza amagezi ge muwagali gamu oyo pikini amawaza alese manji. Ate Simon anzo okora na business soko mtunuze bya business. Omuganda is structure soko.
Aina kala ibulale.
Omugambe Stella soko omuleke yali wali ku pembeni. Okitegera tuvudde naye wala bikine ebyo sijja betu nanyoza kati ndi naawe njaga tukola business. Kati godira weakness ya Stella nomuganga Stella ola watamanyi bya business biki obwala biki akabona okusoma biki tetulina nnyo gitulaga naye saagala ate mulagambi saawa zino Marjorie ne wobagwe ne bakulaga embi okitegeera kati kyoba okola nze sibuliko gye netujebe abasajja we are good at convincing tuli misota
mpulira
a man is a snake.
Yeah.
Era snake gye bogerako mu Bible yalimba it was another man hiding somewhere.
Oh wow.
Yes. Akati amuferefera alabe ndi akola ki bwaba alemereddwa amute ne 12 kati 12 ozikozeemu kigwe Simon za nalero okuleko zigula mu Timbaland empya nkolaba ne Timbaland jukira Simon mumanyi ka Timbaland ke nkolaba nako is what you get from the
yes.
Kati kitegeeza nti tewali faida. Just think business wise, have your Stella, enjoy her. Otegedde kati ntubire mukazi wange airport have enjoyed her for bamulekanga she is still poor because she used to work in Jinja at Chimaka airfield Chimaka lope biki bijukira ka airfield kali kanyama.
Then she got promotion.
Then she got to Entebbe.
You're believing his story. They removed her from the toll gate of Busega and put her to this other Pamela magezi go Simon. Yes.
Simon should be smart. And just I really agree with what Ditacha said this time round. I agree totally because for me, if a guy meets a chick within 1 month and she's already expressing bossy behavior and dictating on the direction just because she has given you money, then just know that is the trend she's setting for the relationship. So if he's willing, yes.
What if we are misreading this?
No, we are not.
You mean in that situation there's no possibility of true love?
This is 1%. To be very honest, it's 1%. Because when you've clocked that age as a woman, you're like desperate now for a man. And when you get a man, you want to have the controlling behavior over this man because that's all the man is younger than you. He's going to have eyes for other young girls. Even if he dumps Stella, he will still look at somebody else that he will provide for, that he will feel that connection with. So it's on very rare occasions that you will find that this man is actually in love. So we know that Simon is not totally in love with Marjorie, but he's looking for a well-being. Now Simon should step up and become a man because it's just 1 month. Now it's time that he shows this woman that if I am going to be with you, then I have to be a man and make decisions as a man. That means he should put himself in a risk of either I will say this and lose her, or I will say this and she stays with me the way I am. For starters, he doesn't have to tell her I love Stella, but he has to tell her that I cannot leave Stella like this right now.
Abnormally.
Yeah. I just can't leave her.
Unceremoniously.
You've come from a long way, or maybe her mother knows me. Like, he has to bring up like a real concrete story, and tell her, you know what? For now, we have known each other 1 month. It's not enough for us to, to be together, for me to move in with you. We still need time to know each other.
Ditacha and Pamela, if you're in Simon's shoes now, and you let a woman like Marjorie go, do you think Simon will ever forgive himself?
Why?
Ayinza okwekubagiza ebintu bingi layo
enyumba nsigadde mu kisenge ddiro ate now you see this is what I usually tell people in a relationship toggulamu madirisa because once you open the doors and the windows and things get in,
you start
it means
evaluating.
by default otaddewo minzaani. So if they've been eating their, for example, G-nuts and matoke, every time they're eating that ajaba ulira mutima kale nalekawo ennyama current bwe babanja gamba kale. So that's how he starts acting up. N'asunguwala ebitategeerekeka.
Abakazi abaddeko omufumo balabirira because yaba ya reading mistakes eri.
Thank you.
Kati alabirira jukira ono Stella, high school girlfriend. Amenyi we are easy, we are good to go, we are like brothers.
Tujja kwezimba.
Take your tea, bichi is there because it is normal. Ne kati ono atekawo embeere
birabira.
Tutunda.
No, but you guys.
Enkumbi.
That I've even forgotten the point I wanted to make. But me, what I was trying to say is, if he shows thuggery behavior, then he will lose Stella in the worst way, because that woman is mature. So she's by the time she's doing all this, she already knows that this guy is in love with the other woman.
Of course.
So she's trying to lure him. She's trying to entice him. She's trying to entice him. So if he stands his ground, not as in I am leaving you.
Yes.
His ground should not be I am living with you for Stella. His ground should be not even showing how I'm trying to compare you and Stella. His ground should be give me time to sort myself out with Stella. Just give me time.
Then
slowly,
if I'm going to get like 2 more feedback from you guys. It's the Red City Galaxy FM. If you're watching us on TV, big up on yourself. YouTube, remember to subscribe to the Ting. How do you advise Marjorie as a Pamela, as a fellow woman? Because listen, she has a gap in her life. She has money. She's not looking for a man to make money with.
She has
that's what I'm trying to say. Marjorie should look for an older man.
Listen, older men,
he can even be.
Listen, older men already either have children or they are married.
But Simon has a woman.
One of them. But he does not have a kid. Remember, that's not what I said. So in Marjorie's mind, Simon tannaba ku stamping a relationship
not so strong to be weak.
She's not a strong competition.
That's where she's wrong.
It's like,
guys.
okay, let me give you an example.
I want to enter into a man's mind right now.
Yes.
I want to look at a guy who has no child and he's looking at a woman. Every man wants to have that first, like every man wants, like, let's say Simon wants to have his woman and have a child with his woman. You get it? He wants to have a child with his woman. He can get a child out of Marjorie. But I want to read a man's mind. A man who gets a woman who has a child already, and a man who gets a woman who has a woman who does not have a child.
There's one thing you're forgetting.
Usually,
yes,
will opt for the other woman
who doesn't have a child. You're forgetting one thing.
Yeah.
The child is coming with wealth. Pamela, do you want to be poor?
No,
no one wants to be poor. You understand? But
then you have to be strategic. By the way, we need to know what Simon wants. But from what we are seeing, is Simon wants a well-being, like he wants a well-being, a better life. So if that is his idea of life, then he has to drag this thing on, and then strategically invest the money he's getting
But will Stella stay? 0707.
He just has to tell Marjorie, I need time to break up with Stella. I have to take it slowly. Yes, yeah, he has to stand his ground. Because if he becomes a thug, he's going to lose Marjorie either way. If he tells her straight up, I love Stella, he's going to lose her.
Yes.
So the best way for him is saying, give me time.
Being a liar.
Give me time. He has to be alive. That's what he wants.
0707102102. What do you think? Galaxy.
Yo, Mr Henrie, amabali kuweereza.
Oli mu mmotoka nkuwulira.
Yeah, mpulideko eyo conversation. Naye the advice eniza okuwa Simon mukazi mugambe ekituufu ati. Mugambe ekituufu ati. Abireonga ati. Wanoonaakukuta neonaakukutira bbanga ki. Bisere ebisinga amatuka gavaayo.
The audio is not very clear, but big up on yourself. Tuned in from the UK. Thank you so much. Galaxy.
Mr Henrie, webale tuweereza litaacha ne pam kyekimu. Katumwembeera nzijukira boss lady bwe yabuuza boyfriend we nti what do you put on the table, what do you bring on the table. Kati amagezi gempa Mr Simon oyo ye-expecting ekintu kyekimu, kati kyalina okukola kiri bwe kiti. Akasente ako ke bamuwa, for instance batugambye nti bamuwadde miliyoni 12 in 1 month.
Yes.
Kyaba akola saving, amanyi nti ogwo omulimu gw'ayina. Yes. Akubira eddala ekintu then bamuwa akasente. Ayongeremu ku bukolyo bamuwe kasente. Nga bwamulimbalimba then akakasente agende ebuilding n'oli omukazi we original. Emagezi gensobola okumuwa. Omukazi ate takubba ku mukazi wo akyo tekisoboka.
Hello Mr. Henrie, kyekiriwo litaacha kyekiriwo kyenjogera ku nsonga eyo nze ngamba ateese ne mukazi wono omukulu soke batule ku mmeeza akimwitiremu waba ayita amugambe nja bizinesi weti ne weti ezina otulaba tuli bubi bateekewo embeera ngundi agire ennanga.
That is not sustainable because also naye Stella ajja kujja kugambe nange nfunye business yemu nakkiriza. Galaxy
hani amugati benkana n'abasajja
okitegeera
obaddamu bwoti
ekyokukola kiriwo ekiti amagezi agemuwa asigaze omukazi we oli agumidde ennaku ye esitikana akasente ke bamuwa akatambuze akasaasaanye mpola mpozi atuule n'omukazi we
akaweeko ne Stella.
So ekyenze kyenjagala kugamba
akwate embiri kwesatu asooka azisimbe Stella
adde mu line
amugadi baako nekyokola kabizinajjeeyo.
Galaxy.
Hello Mr Henrie, thanks for the show.
Yes, Angel.
Yeah.
Angel alisinga oba
Angel ayogerera nnyo mu bluetooth simanyi lwaki Angel
Angel alisinga
team Mr Henrie. Galaxy.
Akwate mukyala we ono waddala eyasooka ampulira amazima nti waliwo ekikazi kikoze eki kibukutabukuta kinkoze eki kinnemeddemu.
I feel honestly it is unfair for Marjorie to also be looked at as a chikazi. Abasinga kumwe Marjorie, you've labeled her as
anti kale semu kalindire kasitera wetu muvurugidde singa baddaze in peace nga bali abeyagala kati nga Simon yeyebuuza kale sama wazo leka Stella ayagala mukazi munne
because she's bringing value to the relationship.
Amanyo obulumi bwagenda okuleka mu Stella naye alina value, love value, caring value, heartful.
And she's like, she's not learning from her past mistake because that is how she her first marriage was.
First of all, what we've been to agenda kumenyawo, love is a necessity, right? Yeah. Like everybody wants that feeling of belonging somewhere. That is one. Two, the commodity of men. I'm using it as a commodity now because I want to apply the laws of demand and supply. The men are very few. Men are very few.
We are few.
One, why? Because the men that are able to provide are already providing for someone.
People.
They are not there waiting for you. You come, so you either have a choice of joining the queue and you share the piece of cake, or you struggle on your own.
Yeah.
But men whose financial clocks have clocked and they are ready to provide are there.
Already.
Now, the few that are on the journey of being able to provide, there's a lot of competition. There are women who have been provided for and they can now stand on their own. They want to provide for these men.
Yeah.
Because they are looking for attention, love, and a sense of belonging. Now, these men are having the men that have not yet started to provide properly. A man that can build you a house, a man that can educate your child, a man that can go and say mama muje mu nyumba eno muzimbide nyumba. They are very few. The rest all they have to offer is time, attention, and lies. Lies of tujja zimba kalina, lies of njakera nga nkikoze eki nga nkikubye. They sell hope to the women. Now the women that have some little bit of money want to hear hope. They want to know that at least you're not just a boy who's just there, whining the West. Sell hope. I have hope. Now when you sell hope,
rich man whines the West rich
man taina buddobo. Rich man yakugambirawo. Gobera ne rich man chi. Rich man taina budde. Bamubanja looni ya milioni 2 adde mu kufiira ku kiwato. Hey, mwana gwe. Tractor tenatuuka. Adde mu kunyola ekiwato. Ekinene nnyo ddakiika zo 2. Anaakuleka mu nyumba yavuzedde emmotoka nange n'agamba kankomewo enkya. Ate bwadde akooye.
Karabayo ebyo gandi mujje eno sente sibanyi muzigabane eno mulavu naye birina ennugu ogera n'olya n'ogaba bamuwadde mikotandika n'ozibalanga business
tekisoboka. That is not sustainable.
If she's in love with you, she can't allow that.
The Gen Zs are trying to do it. The Gen Zs are trying to do the concept of open relationships, but it's not possible because eventually you will have to settle.
Yes.
Kati nze nalinako pikini bwekyanzijayo nange kutandika kubala sente ziri kati nalina pikini wange nga tweyagala. Kakati ngendo mugwamu nga ali ku dating sites. Otegera kati bwe mugwamu nga ali ku dating sites nembulirako ne sister we, elder sister, kumbe naye azibeerako. Kati elder sister nga bali just tulikola biki okunya mwana akwagala biki kiraba ne just
n'otandika okumugamba yanjule wakoze mmeka
just ngenge gyoli tulina biki nende atafuna biki
gyolaganda bali
n'amuwa amagezi gwe twatulawo mu kamiti n'amuna amagezi nti abantu balagenga ditaacha abalabe nti oba amanye nti sajja kikadde just oba kiri mu US oli kwagala kibba maja naye bwonaako okutajja kuluza nti oli kuvuga bwawo n'oba just oyagala musajja mulala okitegedde munange ng'omwana abandaga nga ndagayo ekimu ekimerika tutandika kijjako maja kitegedde naye kati nga ntandika ogagwe ndiye kujanga ompa olwabiriro nnyongera amaja tufuna.
But you see, that's a
This is the mid-morning to connect 100.2 Galaxy FM.
Yes, Pamela, as we're concluding, that's a different case.
It's different because now you guys, there's no way she's meeting the other guy. Yeah? So the theft is happening. So you know she's not giving out her things anywhere.
Now we're knowing it business. It's all right, it's okay. Katina kugamba, do this. Choker. But the bottom line is love has to be there. We have to have relationships. Men are scarce. Women are going to fight for the men. Go kute munyweze. Newo munyweza, there is a high possibility that will come line. Tema. That here we're just talking out of formality. But Simon Yamanye chiri mutimagwe. Pamela, 12 million. For a guy who owns a library, who makes 10K a day, 12 million.
Me, I'm going to say it like this. Both of them are on time bombs that are about to explode. The reason Marjorie is on a time bomb is because she's buying love. And however much she does it, this man will go back. And if he doesn't go back to Stella, if Stella is not available, he's going to go to another woman. Because her character is already imposing, and it may be coming out of desperation. Because she's desperate to settle with a guy, to have her own man, she thinks that she can carve her own man out of somebody else's person. Or even if she met him single, still with that character, she's not going to last with him.
Simon is yawning.
Then the other side, Simon.
Question, as we conclude, we took what a situation in.
Yeah.
Netugiteeka wali netugamba love soko kolechi soko bivemu
love weraba
where does Simon go? Let's